Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. So in today's video we are doing a tractor. So here we have our Massey Ferguson 390 4-wheel drive and Massey Ferguson 915 loader. So let's go a bit of a walk around it. So it came here second hand in about 2005ish. It came about similar time to when we had the 390T. Seen my previous video on tractor tours of the 390T, and this came to replace a Massey Ferguson 290. So before this we had a 4-wheel drive 290 and it had an 80, well it started off with an 80 loader on it, and then I think it got changed to an 85 loader because the boom snapped on it picking up round bales. But this has got this is a lot more heavy duty, this loader. Nothing round bale ain't going to snap that. But also this loader, it's a self-leveling loader. So if you don't know what that means, is well, it means it's quite posh really. Because when you lift the loader up, instead of like you got pallet tines on, when you lift the loader up, it pivots at the back. So instead of going like that, pivoting the pallet forks back on itself, it keeps it level, if that makes sense. That's why I call it self-leveling. So basically you pick a round bale up and it's level like that. As you lift the loader up, this would stay level as it goes up instead of tilting back. And that's what all this is here. Like, I mean, there's got a bit of wear on that. There probably shouldn't really be as much play in that as what there is. But anyway, that's basically what this is. All this is self-leveling stuff that keeps that level. Basically like a load all or like a wheeled loader, like our JCB is. That's self-leveling. But anyway, back to the tractor. So it is a J-Reg, which means it's a 1991 model. It's got the weight block on the back. It is 4-wheel drive. It has got the 1212 shuttle gearbox. Mud guards, it didn't originally have mud guards. We added them about 2 years ago. In the time we've had it, it has had a new clutch in it. It's on, we'll have a look how many hours are on it in a minute. But this tractor does, we call it our big loader tractor, because anything heavy that needs to be done, this tractor will do it within reason. So it's the only machine we've got with a loader that'll lift a pallet of sawdust. It's the only one really that'll unload a lorry load of straw as well, really, because of the amount that it'll lift the height. It's got the most reach on it. The 265 and 275, which we've got with loaders, they can't lift as high as what this can. Also, we have stacked bales 4 high before with it before. We probably should have done that this year with the amount of silage we've made. But anyway, we'll have a look inside it. Well, look round it. So it's got old 6-stud front axle. And if you watch my video with the 390T tractor tour, you'll know that they changed them to an 8-stud front axle in the 1995. That was purely because there were a lot of wear on loader tractors like this, on the 6-stud ones, because they didn't have grease nipples on, and they changed the brand of the front axle. So this has had retrofitted grease nipples, so there's a grease nipple there. So someone, previous owner or the dealer who supplied this tractor, drilled a hole into the front axle and put a grease nipple. Same with the other side as well. It originally, we had it second hand off B&B tractors. It says it there on the number plate, if you can just make it out, it's a bit worn. But it come off B&B tractors at Tideswell, and I think they supplied it new as well to a farm not far from them, near Buxton. Dairy farm. They swapped it in for something new, and we had the old one. Oh, conker on there. But it's got a low line cab on it. we'll have a look inside. So the engine in this is actually a bit bigger than what's in the 390T. The 390 has a 4.2, is it 248 or something? 4.248 I think, and Perkins engine, and a 390T has a 4.236. So it's slightly bigger than the 390T, but well, slightly is just different. And but the 390T is turboed as standard. So we'll get in and have a look round. So with it being a low line cab, the first thing you'll notice is got a bump in the floor. That is because the height of the cab is, well, it's low line. That's basically what it means. It's low line means it's lower down. So it's made for getting in smaller, tighter areas. Basically, will load of work. You know, you're going inside low sheds, feeding cows and what have you. That's why they offered a low line option. They were a bit cheaper as well, I think. But that's the first thing you notice, bump in floor. Other thing you notice as we get in, there's no cladding down the sides. Well, there's there, but none down the back. Seat's slightly different. This has actually had a new seat in it at some point. But the seat on a low profile, low line tractor was slightly different. A bit less spec, but does the job. I'll just ignore that, that's my portable speaker, because the radio stopped working. But the 12-12 shuttle, so you got your gear stick here on the side, and your shuttle here for going forwards and backwards. And basically you got the same speeds in forward as you have in reverse. So you could go 30k forward and go 30k back, or you go 5k forward, 5k back. It's basically what it is, shuttle gearbox. The other thing is, it's on 7912 hours, so just short of 8,000 hours now. It has had a new radio at some point. I did actually put that in. Ooh, many years ago. Actually, it switched itself on. I should have bought a better radio. It's got these sensors on it. Oh yeah, it stopped working anyway. It doesn't work properly. You got your front rear light, beacon, fan, interior light, sunroof, speaker, interior mirror. Then what else you got? So one thing you'll notice is the dashboard on this is slightly older, slightly different than the 390T and the 399. It's because it's an older version. So Massey Ferguson logo, you got your rev dial here, goes from 6 to 26. Your hour clock's here, and hours at 1800 RPM. Temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and your dashboard lights. So if I switch that, all the lights come on. That's oil pressure, I think they're all oil pressure, air filter, fuel, I think that's another oil pressure one, battery, 4-wheel drive. I've had 4-wheel drive on just because I wanted to grip stacking bales. Turn the key off. Got lights, hazard, full beam. Your windscreen wipers down here on this one. Your fan, similar. 4-wheel drive as well is down here. Back on the 390T, we're here. The diff lock was as well. The diff lock's actually down here on this tractor. Got your spool block here. And because this tractor doesn't actually have 3 spool valves, but it has got a 3rd service, which means you can operate your bale squeezer, for instance. It's got an electronic splitter on this spool block. You got your draft and your linkage, your adjuster for your link arms, weight block. Should really just put that down, really. Just a bit slow to drop. There you go. Then around the back, you've got pickle pitch, PTO. Your spool block sticks out further on this one. Your hydraulic connections. That's purely because you've had to have a block put in between for the loader. But also, you got your, I forgot to show you this before, this is how your high and low, medium range. So you go down medium, go down to low, back to medium, back to high. But you do feel lower in this compared to the 390T and 399. And yeah, handbrake and PTO are down there. But yeah, this is the Massey Ferguson 390. It's been a good tractor for us. It's, I can't remember how many hours ran it when it come, but it weren't a massive amount. I think it was like 3,000-ish. So it's had most of its life spent here, done most of its work here. It's had front new tyres on and wheels a couple of years ago as well. That was because with it being loader work, the front axle always gets the wear and tear. So the tyres were worn down, the wheel rims were rotting, so we did put new ones on. But yeah, we'll get back off and have a final look around. But yes, what I'm saying, it had new front tyres and rims. So they're the original centres, but the outer bits were buggered basically. They were all cracked around the edges, so we had new ones put on. But yeah, this is the Massey 390, and in my own opinion, is not just as good as the 390T, but it is still a very good tractor. There's no electrics on it that can go wrong to stop it from working, but still a very good tractor, and it's got its place here. It's stacked all the bales this year. But yeah, 1991. So if you've enjoyed this little tractor tour video, give it a thumbs up. I do really appreciate it, and if you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments below and I'll do more. And subscribe to my channel please as well. I would like, it's now always nice to have an extra subscriber pop up. Does make me feel a bit appreciated for what I'm doing, but for now, over and out.